back to another episode of Wards TV. We've got Karl here again, and he's just had his first crack at 20.3. The repeat from 2018, 18.4 it was. We've got deadlifts, handstand push-ups, deadlifts, handstand walk. How did it go, mate?
Didn't go as well as I'd hoped. It was heavy. The first part, really gassed me. So, I mean, the handstand push-up standard is quite challenging. Like you really have to emphasize the lockout to be able to get those heels over the tape. So that was something that really smoked me. I had to break them up more than I would have liked.
What do you think? Do you think going into it that you're looking at it going, it's the handstand push-ups that are going to get me, or it's the deadlifts that's going to get me?
No, definitely the handstand push-ups have always been a weakness of mine. Normally I can kind of crank out deadlifts at that weight pretty comfortably, so the handstand push-ups was definitely something that would have slowed me down, and sure enough they did.
They do. I like this workout, personally. Did it in 2018. It was a tough one. Ruined myself for a good week. The thing that I think a lot of people need to do with this workout is to send it a lot faster, but then be smart about it, because I know when I did it the second time, I did like how you did it. So Karl had a breakup system where you do 11-10 on the handstands, but he also carried that over to your handstand push-ups.
Yep.
Whereas I think if you're confident in your handstand push-ups, you should definitely still break up the deadlifts, but keep them short and sharp, 11-10. And if you have it, 21 unbroken. Just the amount of time that you can save from not having that break in there, I think is going to be really crucial to give you the time later in the workout to get through more rounds of the deadlifts for a lot of us. Because a lot of people, I think, can hit that entry-level Diane, and they'll all finish Diane, but then turning around and hitting 143 kilos, whatever it is, and handstand walking out of that under fatigue is super duper hard.
Yeah, 100%. Even the handstand walk kicking out for that, the shoulders are quite fried, so just be prepared for that.
Yeah, and that's it. And if you're not used to walking lengths in handstand push-up, you're still sort of getting them. I mean, you probably won't get too gassed because you'll do 1 meter or 2 meters, 1.5 meters at a time. But I think for the guys that can do it unbroken and can turn around and come back, as soon as they come back out of that heart rate's up. Because I know every time I go upside down for handstand walkers, my heart rate just peaks. So, tips for the handstand push-up?
I think, depending on what kind of level you're at handstand push-ups, would just be to break them up early. Unless you have someone like yourself that can just do big sets, break them up early. If you start to really go close to failure, you're going to be in big trouble, because you are going to have to rest quite a while before they kind of come back to feeling normal again. So if you're going to have to break the 21s up, just do it early on. Maybe pick a number and then just try and maintain that with small rests. Even the same thing for the deadlifts. Like, if 100 kilos is going to be really challenging for you, just don't do a massive set from the get-go. Think about small sets, small rests, and you just want to be able to keep moving. Otherwise, if you go close to that failure point, that max out level, it's gonna you're gonna pay the price for sure.
Yeah, that's it. Make sure you push your heels up. So instead of pushing with your toe as you do handstand push-ups and wide, keep your feet together and push with your heels. Yeah. And that's going to give you like distance over that. And every rep you're going to know you're going to hit it because your feet are together. Boom. You're pushing your heels. Boom. You're going to get there. A lot of people tend to go too wide because they don't want to use their triceps. I mean, by now we should know that we should have got started to slowly, gradually bring those hands in for handstand push-ups. So if your hands are in a nice strong position where you're pushing from that, and you're bringing your feet together and your heels are pushing, I think you'll be able to get through those handstands. I don't think you need to think too much about those. They should go up. So don't let that be the thing. And then just, like you said, with the breakups of it, I think you do definitely need to do more than what your second set is going to be. Like, you're always going to get a good first set, so make it a good first set so you can hopefully finish it in the second set. I think a lot of people should be able to go just one breakup for the deadlifts on the first round if they are going to break it up. But then it's a whole different game when you hit the 143, isn't it? It's you've got to make sure that maybe it is a 7 or an 8 that you come out with. If it's down at 1 straight away, then you just stand there and do 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and get as far as you can, because you know you're not going to get to a handstand walk. Because if you're at 1s, you're not going to get there.
Yeah, at the end of my workout, I was breaking them down to 1s just to try and avoid. I was down to singles just for trying to avoid that eccentric load on the way down. At that point, I was pretty wrecked. So.
It's a hard one. No real game plan to give you guys except for break it up, smart sets. It's not gassy. It's not a hard workout. It's heavy.
Yeah.
It's a heavy workout, and it's not overly technical. It's actually just becomes a strength workout because you're not used to actually locking out your handstand push-ups and hitting full range of motion, and that's why you think it's going to be hard. So if you handstand push-up properly, you should be fine, and if you break up your deadlifts, I think you should be fine too.
Yeah, 100%. Move well on the deadlifts. Don't round your back, like deadlift with proper form. Otherwise,
that's a good one.
You're going to be sore for a couple of days, no matter what. Even if it's the 100 kilos is light, like just think loading up your hamstrings and not your lower back.
Yeah.
And then on the handstand push-ups, just touching on what you said, pull those toes down.
Yep.
That is going to be huge.
Huge.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
Have fun.
You're gonna hate it.